Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to attempt to make some Japanese inspired dumpling. Made my way of course, but it's Japanese dumpling inspired. So stay tuned, give the video a like, let me know what you think about this video and do leave a nice comment. Now I'm going to be starting off. I've got my carrot, so I'm prepping my ingredients and I'm going to be using 1 carrot. That's me cutting up my carrot. I'm gonna peel, wash. There it is, it's been washed, and I'm gonna shred it with my grater. And then I'm gonna do 1/4 of cabbage as well. I'm gonna shred my cabbage first and then I'm gonna wash it after. So yeah, I'm shredding my cabbage and voila, my cabbage is done. I have shredded it, I have washed it, and it's there. Those are some of the ingredients that I'm gonna be using in my Japanese inspired dumplings. So you've got all of them right there. I think they will come again in a few where I'll tell you the names, the individual names. And you too can make this, guys. I looked up this recipe and I made it. In that bowl I've got some chicken pieces that's been seasoned from time ago and some beef, because I'm making 2 different dumplings. I'm making beef dumplings and chicken dumplings. That's my carrot that you saw me shred earlier and my cabbage. In that bowl I've got some spring onions and a Scotch bonnet pepper, guys. I'm going to be using some parsley, some sesame seeds, some black pepper, some hot pepper, some rice wine. I'm going to be using some sesame seed oil and some Liam Perrins and some soya sauce as well as some cayenne pepper. I'm going to be using all of those in my ingredients. I've got some paprika as well. There's no specific measurement, guys. Like I said, I'm making this for the first time and I'm just trying my hands at it. So there wasn't any particular measurements. I was just dashing a little here, sprinkling a little there, pouring a little there, and just doing it like that. And to be honest, that's just how majority of Jamaican people cook. We don't really do measurements, we just sprinkle and pour and dash, and then voila. So I've got my food processor right there. I'm gonna be blitzing up the pepper and the spring onion, as you can see me doing right there. And then when I finish with that, I'm gonna set it aside and put it in a bowl. And then I'm gonna be blitzing up my chicken as well as my beef. So I'm blitzing up everything. That's my chicken. There goes my chicken. And I'm just gonna blitz them up to the consistency that I want. Like I said, there was nothing for me to go off, because I've never made this before. This is my first attempt at doing something like this. So to be honest, I was just blogging my way through, guys. I was making it up as I went along and I was just trying to see. My chicken was done, so at this time I'm adding my beef. And notice I add the chicken first because I don't eat beef. But the people that's having the beef, they eat chicken. So that's why I did the beef last. So there's my seasonings that I showed you earlier. I'm just adding them in just to give it a little bit of extra humps, a little bit of an extra kick. That's the cayenne pepper right there. So I'm just putting all of that in. Then I'm gonna blitz it up the same way I did the chicken. And I've learned something, guys, that I didn't know before, but I figured after. I should have combined all the ingredients together, meaning the carrot and the cabbage and all of that, and I didn't do that. I added it after on top of the chicken and the beef. So I learned quickly that I should do that. So next time. There is my flour. I'm going to be using 1.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour that is, or self-raising flour, depending on how you say it. And I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of corn flour as well, or cornstarch, if you, however you know it. Some people say cornstarch, some people say corn flour. That's what's on the box anyway, as you can see. I'm also going to be adding a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to give that a good mix. to make my dough. And then after my dough is finished, I'm going to leave it to rest for about 10 minutes or so. Cover it up with a towel or anything you want to cover the bowl with, and then you put it to set for a little bit before you roll it out. Yes, so that's me mixing, mixing up my flour and putting my water. And I'm using a spoon at first because I'm lazy, but you don't have to use a spoon. You can just go straight in with your hands, but I am going to go in with my hands. I'm just using a spoon first. I'm cheating a little bit, or I was being lazy. That's me. See, now my hands are in and I'm kneading away. Knead. And you wipe the bowl, you wipe the side of the bowl, guys, and you wipe everything down. Not necessarily, guys, but that's just something that I do. That's just a bit extra, but yeah. And there's my dough. It's nice and ready. So I plopped it in my bowl, plop, and I'm gonna cover it up and leave it. And now it has rested and I'm ready to do the shape. Those are my little dumpling cutters, guys, that I ordered on Amazon a good few years ago. So yeah, that's them. I've got a bigger one. Also, guys, those ones were a bit tiny. So to be honest, when I put the filling in, it was a bit tiny. So luckily I had a bigger dumpling cutter, so I used that one. I still made some tiny ones, but I used the bigger one to make some bigger sizes. So that's me rolling out my flour. Roll. So you roll it, guys, not too thick and not too thin. So that's what I was doing there. Now I've got my cutter and I'm gonna cut out some circles and then just set them aside until I finish cutting out everything. Do remember, guys, to give the video a like. Thank you. So that's them right there. I finished cutting everything out. I'm putting them onto the dumpling cutters. And I did enjoy making this content as well, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, this is something that I've never made. This is my first time making it. So there was trial and error. I didn't get everything perfect, if I'm honest, but they turned out great in the end. And yeah, they went down a treat. Definitely went down a treat. I enjoyed it as well. It was very nice. It was a lot of hard work. It took ages, the preparation, to prep everything. Yeah, it took a while, but at the same time, I enjoyed doing it. I love cooking, so this was something that I enjoy making. Will I rush to make it again? Not really. I don't think so. It's a lot of preparation, but it was alright, me making it. It was a good experience, if I say so myself. It was. So that's where I said I made the error, by I added the carrots and all of that first. So what I should have done, I should have blitzed those up with the chicken and the beef when I was doing it in the food processor. I should have put those in as well. But you know, you live and you learn, and that was the error that I made, which I soon realized when I was making them. I was like, oh, that's what I should have done. But anyway, we live and we learn, and we keep pushing and hope for best next time, or we do better and learn from our mistakes. But this was a good mistake because they still turned out to be yummy. But at the same time, I wish if I had put them in and mixed everything together. So that's it right there. I've got a few. I'm going to be closing them up. I did not show you me closing these because, to be honest, like I said, I soon realized that they were too tiny. So I had to take out some of the stuff that was in. So that's the bigger one that I told you I ended up using and making the dumplings. And those ones turned out really great as well. As you can see right there, that's the shape that it has, and it's looking very nice. I'm pinching off the edge, the excess, pinch, pull, and that's what I'm doing right there. and it's looking so nice. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Look at it. Have you guys tried Japanese dumpling before, or do you know it as something else? So let me know in the comment section. Is this something that you would try? Would you try to make this recipe? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a maybe so? But it's good to try new stuff, guys. So yeah, this was a good experience for me, and like I said, they went down a treat. So yeah, it was rewarding in the end. So I'm filling in everything. Fill. So I made different sizes as well, guys. Different sizes for both beef and chicken. And everyone enjoyed them. That's it. And then you close it over. There we go. And these guys made the work easier, because normally when they're making Japanese dumplings, they don't use a dumpling cutter or a dumpling maker. They normally do everything by hand. So they get the flour and they fold it a certain way with their hands. Fold. I didn't have time for none of that, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I did the easy route, the easy way out, and I used the dumpling cutters. And like I said, I had those for years, and they just came in handy, so I used them, and they did turn out. Look, there they are. There's a few of them right there, just a few that I've made, and I'm gonna make some more as well, because there's still more for me to make. This was when I was at like the halfway stage. There they are. I'm gonna be putting them in my steamer as well to steam them. So I'm gonna get my steamer. That's my steamer right there. I've put some baking sheet, guys. I was gonna say grease-proof paper. You can call it that as well. Some baking sheet or some parchment paper, however you know it. So I put that on the bottom of the pan to stop them from sticking. And then I'm gonna be putting them on the stove, and I'm gonna be steaming them. So I steam them for about 10 minutes. I steam them, and then I made my sauce, as you're gonna see next. So that's my Dutch pot with my pepper seeds. I'm adding some toasted sesame seed oil, and like I said, there's no measurement. I'm just pouring. So that's probably like a tablespoon, and some pepper seeds right there in the pot. And I'm also using some rice vinegar, so I'm gonna pour some of that in. I'm also gonna be using some soya sauce, some dark soya sauce, and I'm gonna be mixing all of those together just to make my sauce. I'm also gonna put in this toasted sesame seeds. Oh, I'm adding some lime currants as well, aka Worcester sauce. Just a dash, a generous dash, or I should say a generous sprinkle. That's the soya sauce, and that is going to be a generous dash. Yeah, the soya sauce. There we go. Glug 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 glug. And you leave that and make it come to the, like it eats up. And I'm also going to be making some noodles, some chicken noodle, guys, and those were the noodles that I used. Some Maggi noodle. There it is. That's it right there. Sesame seeds. I'm going to put that in. There it is, and it's basically ready now, guys. There's nothing to it. There you go. That's the finished dish, and that's how they turned out. I gave this dish like 7, a strong 7, because there are things that I think I could have done better, but at the same time I tried and they turn out great for something that I just made for the first time. So thank you for watching, guys. If you got to this far in the video, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Your feedback is welcome. Your suggestion is welcome. Nothing hard like this though, guys. Please take time with me. So let me know what you would like to see me make next. Give some suggestions, some feedback. And I've also got a super sticker, so you can super chat me and then tell me the ingredients that you want me to buy to make the next dish. Please give the video a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join your girl Good Vibes K. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye for now. See you soon. Bye.